Next Level Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
may see a timeout here.
Pickler working the hard count. And we will almost certainly see JT Delaney come out in an effort to tie this game at what's going to be a chip shot. Robert Merrill last season, tremendous output, 94 receptions. That was receptions. That was 7th best in the league. But in terms of running the football, 169 rushes, that was 23rd. And keep in mind, last year we only had 24 teams in the league, folks. And here comes Delaney. 20 yards. Spot is down, kick is up, and we are not at a 3 apiece. JT Delaney taking care of Beeswax, and it's 3-3. Indianapolis set to receive as Delaney kicks it away. And I believe that is Rockefeller handling the kick return duties for Indianapolis. As we will see the Ramblers offense once again on offense. Which is all the Indianapolis offense would be. We would not see the Indianapolis offense on defense. So it feels almost trivial to point that out. Colin Pierce, a great first drive and a great mustache to boot. Can he do it again here? This drive starting at the 28-yard line. Jones around the left side. And Jones stopped behind the line. That is Jeff Gagne. You see the early numbers there on Jones, promising so far. Gagne doing a nice job of supplementing the position of that London defensive line. 2nd and 11 now. Pierce under center. Both tight ends in the game. 5-step drop, throw it over the middle. And that is going to be caught. A huge gain there. Ryan Roosevelt, his 2nd catch of the game, and it is a big one. Roosevelt, one of the best route runners in the SFL. And a dandy of a spiral by Colin Pierce. And you can hear through the mic some of the action happening here in HyperX Arena. Pierce in the shotgun now. Fresh set of downs. Pierce over the middle. And it's caught! To the 10, 5, and down to the 2-yard line. Jeff Banfield. And it's going to be 1st and goal for Indianapolis. An outstanding route there by Banfield. Jack Russell just overcommitted to the center of the field. And Banfield down to the 5-yard line. And a very quick strike there for Colin Pierce here on the 2nd drive of the inaugural game of the Indianapolis Ramblers. Time winding down, less than a minute to play here in the opening quarter. So glad to have you with us as we begin season 19 of the Simulation Football League. Colin Pierce looks like he's changing the play at the line. Short drop, throw it to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! Ryan Roosevelt! Roosevelt with a huge TD catch. The first touchdown in Indianapolis Ramblers history goes to Ryan Roosevelt. And again, a dandy of a ball from Colin Pierce. Roosevelt doing the toe touch. And once again, the Ramblers have the lead. Larry Barr coming on for the extra point. Spot is down, kick is up. Barr will put it through. And it is 10-3. Indianapolis leading. And Chad Rowland looking very, very intelligent here. Along with Adam Wiseman, as we are seeing their efforts of bringing an expansion team to Indianapolis bearing fruit. Especially here in the first quarter. Less than a minute to play now. And Weary making a spin move, and Weary gets loose on the left side. Almost at the midfield, and is finally brought down. But Terrence Weary with a huge special teams play. And we'll take another look at it. And you see a very solid wedge here, permitted by SFL rules. Gets loose, breaks a tackle there. And Larry Barr, the kicker, is actually the one that has to bring him down. And for his effort, Terrence Weary delivers the 43-yard line to London. Two tight ends to the right for London. Bovine in the backfield along Robert Merrill. And Merrill's going to get the swing pass and has some green grass in front of him, but it evaporates fairly quickly. With a 4-yard gain along the right side, 2nd and 6. This Indianapolis defense, they don't have a lot of experience. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rookies in the starting lineup. But they do have some veterans. Blake Prine in his 4th season. Of course, Kanye Rockefeller, one of the legends of this league, in his 14th season. And of course, Adam Wiseman, the corner and that linebacker. And there's a big catch for London right there. Fox Highwind again, his 2nd catch. And that is a big one. Getting the Knights into plus territory. And once again, Pickler with plenty of time, having 4-star offensive linemen certainly doesn't hurt. And that ball right on the money for Fox Highwind, and that is the end of the first quarter. Indianapolis looking sharp so far, but London threatening to tie. You're watching the SFL live from HyperX Arena in Las Vegas. Second quarter coming up. The Indianapolis Ramblers in their inaugural game, an expansion team here in the SFL for season 19. Josh Zirkle joining you from HyperX Arena in Luxor on the Las Vegas Strip. And there's a big shot, and that is a big catch by Fox Highwind down to the 2-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal London. They're going to spot it at the 3, but a huge catch for Highwind. We'd like to welcome our live audience watching on the big screen at HyperX Arena. You can see Ernest McCray Sr. might want some butter with that toast. Johnny Pickler looking to tie this game here in the second quarter. London going heavy here. Bovine in the backfield. Merrill, left side, touchdown. London, an extra point away from tying this up. Robert Merrill, first touchdown of season 19. When you got a couple of heavies paving the way for you, it makes it look pretty easy. JT Delaney, perfect on field goals last season, 27 to 27, made his 1 extra point.
And now DC has to get some going so that they can put some points on the board. This time is not on their side.
Has made his only extra point of the season so far, and we're not at a 10 apiece. Here in the opening moments of the second quarter. In Indianapolis, when you take a look back, a step back, and you look at what they're going to be facing this season, I don't think there's such a thing as an easy schedule in the SFL. But the slate does line up favorably in some ways. 4 of their first 6 games are going to be at home. And only 3 of those teams had winning records a season ago. as Rockefeller gets this out to the 27-yard line. Rockefeller a little disappointed with that effort and understands how important his veteran presence here is to this very young, very green Ramblers team. And Colin Pierce has looked terrific in his first two drives. He's going to throw here on first down. Brad Jones stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tremendous tackle there. We didn't see exactly who that was. And then we'll bring up 2nd and 10. You see the numbers there for Pierce. He has looked that good so far. 131.6 rating. Touchdown in the red zone. Jones will gain a 3. It's going to be 3rd and long. Selwyn Lane on the stop. And this London defense, it was actually put together by Chad Rowland, brought most of their talent back from a season ago. Only Chad Rowland and Rain Rie did not return. And Pierce feeling the effect of the snowman. Cam Frosby coming up with a big sack. Frosby getting through the line. Nothing they could do anything there. And after a couple of great efforts, Indianapolis has their first 3 and out. They're going to punt it away. Matty Wiseman, the punter here for Indianapolis. And that's quality. Boone Weary will get this into plus territory, but not much better than that, to the Indy 48. Very exciting slate of games happening all day here at HyperX Arena in Las Vegas. All 28 SFL teams in action, including the 4 expansion teams, not just the Indianapolis Ramblers, but the Minnesota Legend, the Seattle Nemesis, and the Canton Classics. Pickler finds Merrill. Merrill's got to go backwards and then eventually forwards. Gets positive yardage on the play. Number 23, Ham Anderson with the tackle. Anderson, a rookie, joined the server on June 13th. And now less than a month later finds himself in his first SFL Major League game. Anderson picked a 104th overall after a very, very brief stint in Lincoln. Merrill down the left side again. He's got a block and will drag a defender out to the first down marker. We're talking about Merrill's second half explosion, really. There's no other word for it. You see Tiberius Bovine once again throwing a great block to pave the way for Robert Merrill. But Merrill's a guy, and we mentioned the carries, only 169 carries. Sometimes would get fewer than 5 in a game. As Pickler throws over the middle, that is caught on the left side of the numbers, actually. We can't quite make out that is Merrill again. Running a flare route. And Merrill going upfield. And it seemed to have everybody full. Chad McDevitt, the rookie, giving chase, number 57. Could not get there before London got a fresh set of downs. Pickler under center here. Bovine in the backfield in front of Merrill. Deep drop for Pickler, throwing to the left side. That is intercepted! That is Chad McDevitt coming up with a huge interception there. And Indianapolis back on offense. Interception number 1 of the game for Johnny Pickler. Take another look. He's just playing the flat. Not a great ball. Matson can't get to it. And McDevitt able to get upfield. A huge play for the rookie. And that is was the level of play they were expecting him to make. McDevitt taking 12th overall out of Tacoma. Making a huge play there for his newly minted Ramblers team. And now Colin Pierce coming back here. Jones seems to be feeling the adjustments of that London defense. Yards per carry plummeting compared to what he was doing in the first quarter. Max Scarborough on the stop. 2nd and 9. Pierce in the shotgun this time. 5 defensive backs on the field for London. And Pierce will throw over the middle. And somehow that is caught. A tremendous catch by Randy Pierce. Pierce only caught 21 balls in all of season 18. Makes a stat sheet here for his first catch of season 19. 3rd and 1 now. Jared Lawless, the fullback in the game, paving the way for Jones. Jones has a first down. We'll get out to the 45, stopped at the 46. And Indianapolis' game plan here seems pretty clear. Jam Brad Jones down to throw to the London defense. And give Colin Pierce an opportunity to play some target football, finding his receivers. He's done a good job of that so far. Pierce to Jones on the right side. Jones breaking a tackle. Another tackle, a spin move. And a tremendous run on first down for Brad Jones, who has looked so good in his very young SFL career. Indianapolis in plus territory now. Jones again. He's got blockers. Can he get loose? He does! 30, 20, 10. Can he beat the defender? No, he cannot. Jack Russell runs him down at the 2-yard line, but it's 1st and goal, Indianapolis. Brad Jones just doing a great job of following his blocks. Look right there. And then breaks a tackle there. And it's Jack Russell who eventually gets him. Max Scarborough, though, give that guy some props. He's got some legs. And I don't know how he was able to keep up with Jones, but he did. Look at him running step for step. But it was Jack Russell that managed to close and make it 1st and goal. And what is going to be a pivotal touchdown here late in the second quarter. Gibson Rickenbacker, the tight end, checks into the game. He's on the left side. Jones, nowhere to go. 2nd and goal. The numbers here on Jones. Pretty positive so far, 81 yards. And that last big run certainly did not hurt. Jared Lawless will stay in the block and cannot get to his man. And that is Cam Frosby's 2nd sack of the game. A huge one there, especially in the red zone. Now it's going to be 3rd and goal. And Frosby just showing some speed. Not exactly an aggressive move. But due to the play design, only a loss of 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 6. But now you've got to think Indianapolis has to pass here. Trips to the bottom of your screen. 6 defensive backs on the field for London. Pierce throwing over the middle. The catch is made. That's Ed Williams, but Williams is short of the goal line. It's going to be down at the 1. And now decision time for Indianapolis. And Larry Barr stepping onto the field is going to take the drama out of this decision, as the Ramblers will be content to take the lead here. This will be barely a 17-yard field goal. Spot is down, kick is up, and it is good. And the Ramblers, for the 3rd time today, lead the London Knights to score 13-10. So Indianapolis able to take the Chad McDevitt INT and cash it in for 7 points. Or for 3 points, excuse me. And Johnny Pickler has just over 3 minutes left in the first half to march his team down the field for some more points. Weary down to the 26. Terrence Weary, not exactly a feature piece in his stint with Los Angeles last season, only 23 balls caught, only 1 touchdown. He seems to be getting a lot more volume here in London. With that man, Johnny Pickler, throwing over the middle, and it's up in the air and it falls to the turf. Dominic Matz, the rookie, defending on that play. He played with Indianapolis last season and taken in the 3rd round of the most recent rookie draft. Playing some great defense there, 2nd and 10. Clock stop with 3:03 to play. Vin Calia, he has not seen the football yet so far. Bovine getting in the heavy set with Clyde Jones, the backup tight end. And Merrill's going to get the ball, and Merrill is dropped right at the line of scrimmage. That is Ernest McCray Sr. That is going to make it 3rd and 9. Technically a tackle for no gain. This Indianapolis defense trying to make a statement here against one of the most proficient passers in the SFL. 6 defensive backs on the field. We're playing press coverage. Pickler with 5 wideouts on the field. And Pickler's going to unleash the dragon. And that is caught! And that will get London into plus territory. And look who it is, Vin Calia, the 6-year wide receiver coming up with his first catch of the game. And once again, Pickler enjoying the benefit of 4-star offensive lineman, and he drops a dime into the hands of Vin Calia to keep the drive alive. And London maintains hopes of scoring before the end of the first half here. This will likely be our last play of the 2-minute warning. Benji Matson to the right, 4 wideouts on the field for Pickler. Short drop, pump fake, and Pickler is going to go down. Yes, he is. Derek Genko with the sack as we hit the 2-minute warning. Indianapolis, if they started their engines, you'd better believe it. You're watching the SFL live from HyperX Arena in Las Vegas. Josh Lingle joining you here. London facing Indianapolis. The Indianapolis Ramblers' inaugural game. You know, Johnny Pickler is 2nd and long. And Indianapolis keeping their 6 defensive backs on the field. Short drop for Pickler, throwing to the right side, and that is knocked away by Ernest McCray Sr. And I think a ball actually hit him in the leg. Let's take another look at this. Great coverage there. And that ball really did not have a chance. Fox High went diving for it. Really nowhere to go. That's about as covered as you could be in this league. High went 3 catches in the first half so far. And once again, a 5 wideout look from London. And once again, a 6 DB set from Indianapolis. The chess match looming large. And there's a big play. As that catch made by Bryce Carter. The number 5 wide receiver in this offense coming up with a huge catch inside the 2-minute warning. As the London drive lives on. 1st and 10 now. Merrill has to hurdle his own fallen blocker. And now he gets inside the red zone. Clock continues to run. Minute 15 here to play in the first half. Merrill has been a huge piece of this offense so far. Not only running the ball, but catching it as well. Pickler will throw it to Merrill in the flat. And he's inside the 10, dropped at the 8-yard line. Ernest McCray Sr., he's been a busy guy today. Coming up with a stop there, down to the 8, 2nd and 1. And that stops the clock with 59 seconds remaining. Can McCray and this Indianapolis defense hold for the next 59 seconds? Tiberius Bovine staying in the game, blocking for Merrill. 5-step drop finds Merrill on the left side this time. And Merrill with the spin move and nearly gets into the end zone. They're going to hurry up. 48 seconds. And they're going to keep the same set. Will they run the same play? It looks like they are. Merrill again. To the 2, the 1, touchdown, Robert Merrill. His second touchdown of the game. And that's going to give London the lead. Let's take another look at it. They ran the same play twice in a row. Blake Prine could not get to the spot in time. And Robert Merrill, who had only 4 receiving touchdowns last season, is halfway to that total already. With 2 in this game. JT Delaney with the extra point. And the lead is for London. Leading Indianapolis for the first time today. 17-13. If you want to learn more about the Simulation Football League, visit our website at simulationfl.net. Teams, news, insight, stats, and more. Simulationfl.net. Rockefeller out to the 23-yard line. And I'd be curious to see what Indianapolis decides to do with just 35 seconds remaining. Here in the first half. What a game this has been so far. Colin Pierce, who has looked tremendous. And the one turnover in the game so far, that one came from the hand of Johnny Pickler. Pierce has looked really sharp so far, as has that man, Brad Jones. And Jones running up the middle suggests that Indianapolis is going to run out the clock and head to the locker room, trailing only by 4. Pierce, one of 3 players on this roster from Huntington, West Virginia. The other 2 being Ryan Roosevelt and Derek Genko. Pierce throwing to his right. And that is going to do it for the first half. The Ramblers are rambling so far, but London so far has the lead. It's 17-13. Second half coming up. Until then, enjoy these stats and highlights for the first half of the game between London and Indianapolis. You're watching the SFL live from HyperX Arena in Las Vegas. Second half coming up. Welcome back to Indianapolis. This is the SFL live from HyperX Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, the Luxor, Las Vegas. Kick return by Terrence Weary. And Weary to start the second half. Get his team out to the 21-yard line. And that is the second time we've seen Terrence Weary running to the spot, as opposed to simply getting to that spot and waiting for the ball. Johnny Pickler working out of the offset eye here. Tiberius Bovine played tight end last year. He's a fullback this year. Robert Merrill in the backfield. And that is stopped. Big stop from Adam Wiseman. Merrill in the first half, 52 rushing yards at the touchdown, 36 receiving yards at a touchdown. That is what we call a balanced offense. Pickler 182 yards and a touchdown in the first half, but did have the interception to Chad McDevitt. And Indianapolis was able to convert into points, and Robert Merrill may be converting some points here. Merrill in midfield, 40, 30. They're not going to catch him. Robert Merrill, touchdown number 3 on the day. And that was an absolute burst. 79-yard touchdown from Robert Merrill. Just outlasting that Indianapolis defense. Great blocking and great breakaway speed from the 12th year halfback. And Robert Merrill, with each passing game, has become a bigger and bigger part of this London offense. Delaney bits the extra point, and it's 24-13. 11 points, the largest lead for either team in this game so far. Season 19 opening day. So glad to have you with us. Broadcasting from the HyperX Arena in Las Vegas. And now Rockefeller will get this out to the 27. And Colin Pierce, who's done a nice job of throwing the ball when he was not, let's say, stressed by the situation too much, now finds himself in a 11-point deficit. And he, at some point, is probably going to have to unleash the dragon here. Pierce working out of the offset eye now. 8 in the box for London. And they seem determined to stop Brad Jones, and were able to on that play. Number 93, Cam Frosby, who's had a monster game. You saw the stat line there. Those TFLs, both sacks. One of them, a huge one in the red zone, that helped take points off the board. Jones, who has gotten a lot of volume in this game. At some point, Pierce is going to have to take a couple chances on offense. Jones again, nowhere to go. London understood the assignment. And that brings up 3rd and 7. Emmanuel Blackman there in on the stop. Back to the pro set. 3 wideouts on the field for Indy. Pierce has time, going to the right side, and a big catch there! Indianapolis would convert to the big way. Jay Viper, his first catch in the second half. And that will put Indianapolis into London territory for the first time in quarter number 3. And we said it, Pierce said he had to unleash the dragon. And my goodness, if Tanner Hendricks is going to give you a cushion like that, you better take it. A huge gain for Viper. Out to the 39-yard line. And we have seen a lot of Jared Lawless, the fullback. London running the twist. Jones on the right side. He's got some room. Out to the 30 and dragged out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Brad Jones innovating here, finding ways to be productive with the football. And look at the heavies out there paving the way for Jones. He gets a really nice gain. Number 71, Peppa Pig, with a very animated block to help free his runner. Jones again this time on first down. And he'll get 5. Blackman, I think Anthony Wyatt was in there on the stop as well. Got him back to the 25, but they're going to give him forward progress at the 23. We said Indianapolis had to answer it. It looks like they may very well do that. Twins to the top of your screen on 2nd and 5. Jones. Jones is going to get stopped. A huge tackle for loss. That is Telly Mac Scarborough coming up with a monster TFL right when his team needed it. It's 3rd and 7. Scarborough only 3 tackles for loss in all of season 18 a year ago. He comes up with 1 there. And that was a big one. That is career TFL number 33. Pierce throws to the sideline this time. That's going to be short. Jay Viper made the catch but could not get to the sticks. 4th catch of the day for Viper. And now decision time for London, trailing by 11. A lot of ball game left here. But in the red zone, we are going to see Larry Barr on the field. They kick the field goal and make this a 1-score game. Right on the 25-yard line. The spot is down, kick is up, and from 35 yards, Larry Barr puts his team within 1 score. It's 24-16. Barr has been perfect on the day so far. 3 for 3. Now we'll handle the kickoff here with 7:05 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Terrence Weary waiting deep for London. Takes it at the goal line. A spin move there and down at the 24-yard line. London will set up shop for their 2nd drive of the 2nd half. Johnny Pickler, a man who swaggers everywhere he goes. I see him here in HyperX Arena. He's swaggering right now. Wearing that white number 14 jersey. And Pickler throwing with a little swagger there. That is deflected. A huge deflection there by Bryant James, the first rookie taken in the draft this past season. A huge pass deflection for James, who played his minor league ball at San Jose. The minor league team had an outstanding season. And then suddenly went cold in the playoffs. Now he's here in Indianapolis. Pickler under center for 2nd and 10. 5-step drop over the middle. Another deflection, this time by Adam Wiseman. And the SWAT team is in full effect here for this Indianapolis defense. 3rd and 10. Let's take another look at this. It's a great ball looking for, that might have been Vin Calia. We'll see it here for sure. Wiseman. And that is a tough spot to defend for inside linebackers, to cover that hook zone. We see so few of them do it effectively. Adam Wiseman not taking any mess on that play. 3rd and 10 now. 6 defensive backs on the field for Indianapolis. Pickler under center, Merrill in the backfield by his lonesome. Short drop over the middle. Deflected again and nearly picked off by Wiseman, who got both hands on it that time. And that's going to be a 3 and out for London. After giving up the big run to Merrill to start the 2nd half, Indianapolis answers and gets off the field, paving the way for the Ramblers offense to answer and perhaps tie this game on their upcoming drive. The Ramblers trailing by 8, 6:50 to play here in the third quarter. Punt from Shane O'Donnell is away. No pressure. Rockefeller gets it out to the 47. Find archives, previous games, highlights, and of course SFL Crunch Time on the SFL's YouTube page. You can find that at youtube.com/SimulationFL. Boatloads of SFL content waiting for you there. youtube.com/SimulationFL. Pearson the shotgun on first down at his own 47-yard line. Throwing over the middle, that is caught, a huge catch. Gets the Ramblers into plus territory. And the Ramblers continue to ramble Ryan Roosevelt. His first catch of the second half, and that's a big one. Big first down for the Ramblers. And I don't know if we're going to say it enough, but Pierce has looked incredibly sharp in this game. And back to the pro set here for the Ramblers offense. 5 DBs for London. Sideline route for Roosevelt, and he runs that as well as anybody in this league. It's gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Roosevelt 25 catches last season, and this is a guy who I thought, even when I saw him play in the minor leagues, this is a guy who can handle some more volume, a guy who can be a great possession receiver at the big league level. And so far at this point, he is doing that. And now there's 20 personnel once again in the pro set for Indianapolis. Pierce with time, throwing over the middle. A dangerous throw. Jack Russell there to defend. And that is Jeff Banfield, who's not seen the ball yet so far in the second half. Very well defended by Russell in the London secondary. And now 3rd and 4. We are probably outside the range of kicker Larry Barr. If they're thinking about kicking a field goal here, they're going to need a few more yardage. Brad Jones abide. Pierce, short drop, throwing to the sideline. It's another first down. Jay Viper coming up huge with his 3rd catch of the second half. And that will move the chains for Indianapolis. Ramblers offense in their very first game looking really sharp here. Now Pearson the shotgun at a 5-wide set. Dime look for London. Rushing only 3 is London. Viper with another catch. But he is dropped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd and 10. Viper, not a player that saw a lot of volume in Albuquerque in his most recent minor league season. Was drafted 98th overall. That was toward the bottom of the draft in the 4th round. 4 rounds unusually long, at least by recent SFL standards. Jones again. Jones has a blocker, and Jones into the red zone. And it took a pair of defensive linemen to bring Jones down. What they were doing 12 yards down the field, I can only speculate. But another look by Jones, and Lawless doing some great leading there. We probably could have done a little better, letting Anthony Wild get a free shot, but lots of blocking for Brad Jones. He's done a great job of getting free in spots in this game. Jones again up the middle this time. Runs right into the teeth of the defense. That's Tony Roberto, the 60-year outside linebacker, making a stop there. 2nd and 8. Second and 8 now, bunch formation to the top of your screen. 5 DBs for London. Pierce, 5-step drop, stepping up in the pocket, finds Jones. Jones has got nowhere to go with this, and that's going to be another TFL. And I don't know who you awarded to there. 3 London defenders on the scene, and now 3rd and very long. And what was looking like a productive drive for Indianapolis, suddenly going backwards. Jones looks like he'll be on the sideline. They need to get inside the 8. 5 wideouts for Pierce. 3-man rush over the middle, and that's picked off. Colin Pierce throwing his first interception of the game. And you could almost feel the desperation looking for Roosevelt. That's Anthony Wyo come up with a huge interception to keep the deficit at 8. You got to think that Pierce was looking at a field goal there. If they could just maintain possession of the football. At the end of that play. And now London taking over at the 7. And Merrill getting loose again. Merrill to the 32-yard line. Another big run from Robert Merrill. There's well over 100 all-purpose yards on this game so far. And this is a big reason why Tiberius Bovine once again blocking Ernest McCray Sr. and Merrill nearly beat Kanye Rockefeller. If he gets past Rockefeller, I think he might be gone again. And Robert Merrill has been the X factor in this game so far. 3 touchdowns and just 2.5 quarters of football. And now stacked to the right side, Merrill again. Merrill dropped behind the line this time. A huge tackle for loss. And that is Rocco Rossi, the rookie. Stepping up when his team needs him. 6'3", 259. And Rocco Rossi. 55th overall pick out of Annapolis. Coming up with a stop there. Now 2nd and long. Bunch to the top of your screen. And Merrill in Pickler's hip pocket. Throwing into the bunch is Pickler, and that is caught, and it's going to be a first down. Fox Highwind, catch number 4 on the game for him, his first of the second half. And once again, Pickler with all the time in the world to unload that football. And Highwind, the beneficiary of that. Highwind caught 51 balls last season. He's on pace to shatter that mark. The way things are going here, Merrill this time around the left side. Merrill will be dragged down after a yard. That's McDevitt. Make it 2nd and 9. Chad McDevitt taken 12th overall out of Tacoma, out of the SFL's minor league system. And now 2 tight ends to the right side. 2 wide receivers to the left side. Pickler is going to find Merrill, and Merrill able to get upfield, outran his blocker. Matson didn't have a chance to get to McCray, and that could have been a big run if Merrill would have found a way to let Matson get to that defender. 3rd and 2. Indianapolis defense shifting. Pickler in the offset. Merrill has the first down. Gets into plus territory. And Robert Merrill not only ripping off the big runs, but also the smaller ones as well. And that one preserves the drive for London and is helping bleed the clock as we approach the 4th quarter. Pickler under center here, 6 DBs for the Ramblers. Short drop, pressure coming, and that is caught. That is Matson. And Matson has not seen a lot of volume here so far. You see the quarterback comparison there. Pickler gets over 200 yards passing on this drive. And I do not think we will see another play before we hit the 4th quarter. Can I have some 4s in chat, please? Indianapolis within a score, but London looking to pile on. You're watching the SFL live from HyperX Arena in Las Vegas. The Ramblers have nicknamed their stadium the Snake Pit. And that's where we are today. Josh Zirkle joining you for the inaugural game of the Indianapolis Ramblers. As London starting the fourth quarter in the heavy set. Handing off to Robert Merrill. And Merrill around the left side and is finally dragged down at the 37 for a third and very short. Merrill, 3 touchdowns on the game, 2 on the ground, 1 in the air. Each quarterback has thrown 1 interception. Anthony Wyo coming up with the pick for London. And Johnny Pickler looking to turn that turnover into points. Pickler throwing to Merrill again, has the first down out to the right side. And the Ramblers defense just cannot seem to find an answer for Robert Merrill, a player who at times was used so seldomly in season 18. And he has been a jack of all trades today. Well over 100 all-purpose yards. And 18 of his team's 24 points came from the work of number 20. London coming off their best season in franchise history. Looking to start the season 1-0 here. Pickler finds Tiberius Bovine, the former tight end, and he's made his first catch of the game. And Bovine, almost a sort of sleight of hand, throwing it to the fullback in this league. Bovine coming up with a big catch, a gain of 9 yards. And that gets his team into the red zone. Pickler under center again. Throwing to Vin Callia. Callia's first catch in the second half. You see the numbers there, 231 yards passing for Pickler. With one exception, that interception to Chad McDevitt. He's looked very sharp in week 1 so far. Indianapolis has 3 players from Huntington, Western Virginia, and they're all here at HyperX Arena. Give it up for Derek Genko, Ryan Roosevelt, and Colin Pierce. Pickler to Merrill. Merrill fighting through a massive humanity. Gets to the 14-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Robert Merrill hit his 900th all-time reception with his first catch in this game. Congratulations to Robert Merrill on that milestone. Trips to the top of your screen here. Pickler on the shotgun. 6 defensive backs on the field for Indianapolis. High snap and Pickler hands like pressure coming. Throwing, and that is deflected. Adam Wiseman. And that is 3 or 4 passes deflected on the night for Wiseman. Wiseman obviously a co-owner to this team. And they have looked so good so far in their inaugural game. Adam Wiseman also coordinating the defense here. And Merrill will take a seat. 5 offensive wide receivers on the field. 6 DBs for Indy. Huge 3rd and 8. Pickler on the shotgun. Throw to the end zone. And that is deflected. The Indianapolis defense holds. It's Blake Pride coming up with the pass deflected. And now JT Delaney will come out to extend the lead. Great extension there by Pride, the 4th-year quarterback who played in Fort Worth last season. Going up and up to knock that pass away. And Delaney, who has been perfect so far, will attempt a chip shot to make this an 11-point game. Delaney, perfect last season, 27 of 27. This 27 makes 2nd best in the entire SFL. And this will be from barely 30 yards on the left hash. Spot is down, kick is up. And it is good, and London extends their lead. It's 27-16. We'd like to welcome the live audience watching on the big screen here at HyperX Arena. SFL fans in the house, make some noise for your girls and boys. Fantastic turnout here at a premier location, a premier event. We are entertaining you from arguably the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And London and Indianapolis giving us a very entertaining game. Ramblers here in their inaugural effort. As Kanye Rockefeller takes this kickoff from the end zone out to the 20, the 25. And that is where Colin Pierce and company will take over with 8:42 left in regulation. Brad Jones, a lot of volume through the air so far today. 252 carries on last season. That was 10th best in the SFL. Also had 69 catches. Jones takes it up the middle there. Stopped at the line, no gain. There's Jeff Gagne, the fifth-year linebacker, coming up with a stop there. You see the comparison there. Jones, 103 yards rushing on the ground. Merrill, the biggest difference there, obviously, the 3 touchdowns for Merrill. And the clock continuing to run. It is a factor here with Indianapolis down 2 scores. Pierce, short drop, both backs stay in the block, and that throw is caught out to the 30-yard line. And that is Jay Viper, who's been a busy man here in the second half. His 5th catch of the second half. 3rd and 5. Pierce, who has been very disciplined with the football, is going to throw another out round here. That's Ryan Roosevelt, his 3rd catch of the half. And that is going to move the chains for Indianapolis and stop the clock with 7:43 remaining in regulation. Again, Roosevelt played last season with the Atlanta Swarm, 25 catches. And what was really a very deep receiving core for Atlanta, and arguably still is. Pierce under center now. Jones. Spin move, spin again. Fighting for yardage out to the 40 this time. Indianapolis will have to score a touchdown. A 2-point conversion and a field goal. And they're going to have to stop London from scoring again, and they're going to have to do all that in 7 minutes. Pierce to Jones on the flare. Jones has a blocker, but that's not enough against 2 defenders. And now a big 3rd down coming up. And you can't say enough about this opening effort from the Indianapolis Ramblers. They've looked really sharp, coordinated. They obviously understand that Brad Jones is going to be their bread and butter, but Colin Pierce, he's looked really good as well. Jones around the left side there, and he is stopped. Selwyn Lane coming up with a huge TFL. We've not called Selwyn Lane's name very often today, but we are giving him some huge props there for that TFL, and that is going to stop that Indianapolis drive in its tracks. Arguably a little too conservative for the situation. Matty Wiseman punts it away. And a fair catch from Weary out to the 31. And who better to close out this game for you than Robert Merrill, who has looked super sharp. The 12th year halfback, who is going to, we mentioned he hit 900 all-time receptions. He entered the season with 825 carries. He's going to hit 900 carries within the next few weeks. Merrill does not get any yards there on that carry, however, as he's brought down by Chris Britton III, the rookie. Again, one of 6 rookies on this Indianapolis defense. Pickler on 2nd and 10. Throws the ball behind Merrill, but makes the adjustment, and Merrill nearly gets to the line to gain anyway. And not only that, stays in bounds as the clock continues to run with 5:18 to play. Merrill, 9 catches, 61 yards. And of course, that huge score late in the first half. Almost bookending the intermission with touchdowns. That catch late in the first half, and then the long run to open the second half. And Merrill getting another first down here. The closer role being played extremely well by Robert Merrill. Heavy set now for London. Johnny Pickler in no hurry to snap this football whatsoever. Merrill has a blocker, turns it inside. Wiseman will take him down at the 46. And you look at the formations, and I think that's been a big ingredient in London's success so far. They've really been looking for ways to get blockers in front of Robert Merrill to help open up those holes and give him opportunities to break away from the pack, as he did in the opening drive of the second half. And Indianapolis, their chances evaporating as that clock continues to run. Wiseman drops Merrill behind the line for a big third down. You see the numbers. That's just the rushing stats, folks. 166 yards rushing. And when you consider his passing stats, he's going to be over 200 yards on the day. And the heavy set once again. And Indy only having 7 in the box. Might be outmatched here. No, they're not. Huge stop. Adam Wiseman. Another big play from the 6th-year linebacker, and that is going to get the London offense off the field. And now Colin Pierce and company will have to unleash the dragon if they expect to score 11 points in the last 2 minutes and however many seconds are left by the time they get the football. So glad to have you with us in the opening week of Season 19. Coming to you live from HyperX Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Shane O'Donnell standing by. The pressure coming. He gets it away. Rockefeller from the 23-yard line. And Colin Pierce and company will take over right there. 2 minutes, 21 seconds. Colin Pierce will have to air it out here to give his team a chance. And then they're going to have to find a way to get the ball back. More SFL action coming your way after this game. All 28 teams in action. You're on opening day for Season 19. But here we are. Pierce in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. It finds Viper again. Catch number 6 in the second half for Viper. And Indy will hurry up. 5 wideouts on the field. Brad Jones nowhere to be found. High snap. Pierce running as he throws. And that's a huge catch there, Ryan Roosevelt. And that will get us to the 2-minute warning. The Ramblers need 11 to tie. Can they do it? You're watching the SFL live from HyperX Arena in Las Vegas. London Knights, Indianapolis Ramblers. Indianapolis' inaugural game for this franchise. Josh Zirkle joining you for play-by-play. Pierce throwing. There's Brad Jones. And Brad Jones is going to step out of bounds for a loss. This will be 2nd and 12. Jones had a great game so far. It's had a lot of volume, especially in the first half. It has not found the end zone here. It's London defense. Most of their players coming back. 13 out of 15, as a matter of fact. Chad Rowland and Rain Rie, the only defenders not to return from Season 18. Rain Rie went to Lone Star, and Chad Rowland went here. Pierce, big throw, and that is knocked down by Emmanuel Blackman looking for Roosevelt. Roosevelt had a step, but Blackman showing some deflection radius there. jumping up and knocking that ball away, and now 3rd and 12. A huge 3rd down for Indianapolis. Pierce in the shotgun, trips to the top of your screen. They need the 37. Pierce, and that is caught. Ryan Roosevelt coming through his 5th catch of the half, and Indy will hurry up again. Time running down. Pierce needs to get there, and does. 3-man rush for London. We've seen a lot of those today, leaving 8 in coverage. Viper again. And Pierce will hurry up. This trip set working out well for them. Pierce throwing again to the end zone. It's intercepted. London coming up with another pick. That's Tanner Hendricks. And Hendricks will get wrestled down, and that is probably going to be it for Indianapolis. Career interception number 45 for Tanner Hendricks. At the most pivotal moment, arguably, of the game. And a great return here from Hendricks. Jeff Gagne wasn't sure what was going on, just staring at Hendricks while he's running back up the field. Robert Merrill is going to finish this game with over 200 all-purpose yards, with 3 touchdowns, and quite likely player of the game honors. As Merrill spins loose, did I say 3 touchdowns? That might be 4, as he gets the midfield to the 40, and then dropped finally at the 33-yard line. And Indianapolis decides to use the timeout here. A bit of a surprise there, but a massive run. Robert Merrill, once again, Tiberius Bovine leading the way. And a lot of folks had some things to say about Tiberius Bovine converting from tight end, where he arguably would have been a more focal point of the offense, to fullback. And I think some of those doubters have been silenced here today. Minute 11 here in regulation. Pickler to Merrill. And Merrill breaking another tackle. Continuing to add to his total for the day. Indianapolis will use their 2nd timeout. Plenty more SFL action coming your way after today's matchup. To find those games, go to YouTube at youtube.com/SimulationFL. And now London in victory formation. And Pickler will take an in, and Indy will use their last timeout. And I think you have to tip your hat for Indianapolis for coming out and being as competitive as they were in their opening game. A lot of stars in the making here. Adam Wiseman, obviously, a perennial performer in this league. Kanye Rockefeller, great on special teams duties. Continuing to be a leader in this league and on his defense. And Ernest McCray Sr., only in his 2nd season, I thought was a bright spot for the Ramblers today as well. And Indianapolis will get the ball back here. Now that it's 4th and 8. The snake pit, the adornments contained therein, quite befitting of one of the newest SFL teams. And Delaney's going to get one more bite at the apple here. This effort from 48 yards. Spot is down, kick is up. And that is money in the bank for Delaney. And if this game wasn't on ice before, it certainly is now. London pulling away to a 14-point lead. Upcoming schedule for Indianapolis. They face fellow expansion team Canton next week. And then at Tulsa. Sioux Falls at home, at Queen City. And then hosting Motor City. The V8s, the franchise that moved from St. Louis this past offseason. For London, competing in the North Division now. They face Tulsa next week at home. And then they will have Canton on the road in week 3. Then they play Motor City at Sioux Falls. And then we'll face another expansion team, the Minnesota Legends. And that game will be across the pond in London. Colin Pierce, we're going to pad some stats, but which stats will he pad? The yardage or the interception? It's going to be the interception, and another pick there. Anthony Wyo, pick number 2 of the game. And Wyo just right there. Pierce looking for Jay Viper. It just did not see Wyo at all. Congratulations to the London Knights. You are 1-0 on the season. And congratulations to the Indianapolis Ramblers, one of the newest teams in the SFL. There's going to be wonderful things to come from this franchise, not only this season, but in seasons to come. And we wish all the players, young and old, on that team the best of luck as they progress through season 19. Pickler will take one more knee. And that will do it. Congratulations again to the London Knights, 30-16 your final. Indianapolis Ramblers have lost the battle today, but they will live to fight next week as their season 19 progresses. Quick look at the stats. You can see Ryan Roosevelt, another bright spot, 105 yards and a touchdown for his efforts on the day. Robert Merrill, 214 yards on the ground. Brad Jones also hit the century mark. Did you see the highlights of Robert Merrill, that opening third quarter touchdown run of 79 yards, blew the game wide open for London, and they did not really look back after that was done. Colin Pierce on the day, 264 yards passing, a touchdown. Unfortunately, those interceptions looming large. But I think we've seen a lot of positive play out of Colin Pierce. I think he's going to have an outstanding season ahead of him. And will we see Robert Merrill continue this trend of high volume rushing? Not a big day for a lot of players this team. Vin Cali, I think, only had 2 catches on the game. Terrence Weary did not really factor into the offense. Fox Highwind, probably the most targeted receiver. And of course, Tiberius Bovine, who converted the fullback, still had a catch on the day. And that is part of the fun of the SFL season, week to week. The whole situation could change. Playbooks could change. Strategies could change. And now your player of the game. Robert Merrill, 214 yards on the ground, 61 through the air, with 3 touchdowns. Congratulations to Robert Merrill, and once again, congratulations to the London Knights. And that will do it for me. I'm Josh Zirkle. It's been my pleasure to call this game for you from HyperX Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Your final score one more time. London 30, Indianapolis 16. Stay tuned for more XFL action here on YouTube. Till then, I'll see you on the internet.